So Leif Johan, we're here on the final day of ONS. How have you found the show?
Fantastic. Words, it's not easy. I'm just touched. We have had some days which has been much more than we could expect. Quite close to 70,000 people being at ONS altogether. We had a concert yesterday, downtown yesterday, with more than 30,000 people, I assume. The exhibition worked very well. All the conferences, we have had maybe 1,300 different speakers coming in. It's an energy university. So we have been discussing really important issues, showing courage. We have an open mind with the discussions about the world in the future, how would it work, which kind of energy do we need, how much energy do we need, and how could we actually discover and develop that technology. So the feedback is excellent.
And you're obviously going to be thinking ahead to 2028. Next week, we're not going to force you to think about that just yet, but what we're thinking about is Offshore Europe, the sister show to ONS happening in my hometown of Aberdeen next year. The Aberdonians that have been here in Stavanger have been asking, how do we take a little bit of the ONS magic we've felt this week back to Aberdeen? I want to know your input. How do you get the local community on board through that ONS Plus exhibit on the harbour front, get people into that concert and get the local people of Stavanger talking about the energy industry?
I'm quite sure that the Aberdonians are ready to give that answer themselves. They know actually how things work, and it's not so easy for me, but just one key word, just to innovate. Whatever you're doing, you should always innovate. You should think in a different way. You should expand the way of working, sit down, plan, and actually have dreams and say that whatever you would like to do is possible. So just have a vision and do it.
And will I see you in the Granite City next year?
Yes, I've been to Offshore Europe every time since I'm getting old, so it's many years since I started traveling, and I will be there for sure. I'm quite often in Aberdeen, and I love to be in Aberdeen. We are so close to each other. We have so much in common, and we need to work. We have one common North Sea. The oil, gas, they don't know if that's on the UK side or the Norwegian side. Technology is the same, so we just need to work together. And there's still plenty of opportunities. I came first time to the Gulf of Mexico in early 90s. People told me that this is gone, nothing will happen here anymore. That's some decades since, and it's been working since, much more than ever. So if you just, as I said, innovate, start working, plan in a different way, connect with the politicians, get them on the side for the industry, which is never easy, I know, but need to work with it. So there will be possibilities there as well.
And you would know all about the interactions between government and industry. You, of course, being the former mayor of Stavanger, the town we're in. How is it when industry is coming and saying, we need these changes, we need this support? How easy is it for government to get on side?
For us, when I was a politician, the politician said, what about the industry? We don't see it, we don't meet it, where are they? Then I come to the industry and they said, where are the politicians? We don't see them, we don't meet them. And we said, let's bring them together. So we have energy society, where the energy industry meets the society. And we are working with that here at the exhibition. Plenty of presentations at the conference being at that point, and the same what you do with ONS Plus. And I think that's an important thing. Find meeting places, explore meeting places, create meeting places, and follow up. And just sit down on a neutral basis. Offshore Europe could be a neutral basis. You could have other ranges, I don't know that. But find places, not a political area or an industrial arena, but just find places which is neutral, sit down, discuss, and find common solutions.
Now, last time we attended ONS, you described it as the best ONS ever. It was about 71,000 people showed up. We're sitting at around 68, I think is the working number right now. Is ONS much like the Norwegian continental shelf fighting a decline, or is it managing to ramp up what's going on?
It's never ending, and we are growing. And this, I think this year's edition has been even better than the last one. Not necessarily in number, but in content. The discussions we have had, courage as a team has worked perfectly. And this morning I went through all the teams for ONS since the early beginning. And I think it's so good what we have done. We started with that in 2014, one word only, because it's so easy to focus. Not a long sentence, not blah, 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 but just one word, find that, and that's what we are working with. We said courage, which is needed in all parts of what we are doing. We have used it on the conferences, on the exhibition. If you are selling bolts, you could use courage because you need courage to develop, to go further with your products, etc., etc. So I think that's something which we have succeeded extremely good with this time, and we are already working with a team for 2028.
Well, you're going to have to give us an insight. What's the theme next time then? What's the word that can top courage?
We need to relax a bit, to think something. We had a lot of alternatives last time which we didn't use. Maybe we're going to see some of them. Maybe we're going to find something new. Maybe some of the listeners here have suggestions. So please email me. It's easy, and we follow up.
There we go. Well, what a message to end on. Thank you very much, Leif Johan.
Thank you for being here. And all the best to all the Aberdonians which have been here and which also I will meet in Offshore Europe. A lot of dear friends which I have met for many, many years.
Glad to hear it. And thank you very much for listening. Stick around because after this break, we're going to be speaking about some of the announcements made right here in Stavanger.